warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, my students.
Morning.
How are you today?
I am fine, and you?
I'm very well. Okay. Before we start the learning, like usual, let's pray together. Who is the leader of this class?
Rana, Miss.
Okay, Rana, can you lead your friends to pray now?
Yes, Miss. Before we study, pray together. Pray begin. Please.
Okay, before we start learning, before we continue our learning, I would like to check your attendance. Martia Eka,
Present.
Maulidia,
Present.
Muhammad Raihan, Muhimmadus Sada, Musa Fila, Nadia Putri, Nisa Aulia, Nur Aini, Nur Aziza,
Present.
Nur Jazila Azhara, Nurman Rianto, Nurul Aini, Okta Dwi Safira, Oktavia Fitria, Rana Haija,
Present.
Ratna Dwi Jayanti, Revi Mariska,
Present.
Reza Ayu Nurina, Rizka Dwi Sapiri, Rohudotul Masruro, Sabrina,
Present.
Sandi Fahru Rozi, Seli Dinda Amelia,
Present.
Cindy Melani,
Present.
Sinta Fatimatus Zahra, Cynthia Rahmadani,
Present.
Siti Ayuniti,
Present.
Siti Munawaroh,
Present.
Sofi Dwi,
Present.
Sahrul Gunawan, Siva Arsita, Tiara Dwi, Topa Adelia,
Present.
Viu Erika,
Present.
Yolanda Tridewi.
Present.
Oke, masuk semua ya. Oke anak-anak, before we start learning, mari kita kumpulkan semangat kita, mari kita kumpulkan tenaga kita. I want to listen our yell-yell like yesterday. Are you ready, students?
Ready, ready, ready for the better future. Yes.
Okay, once again. Are you ready, students?
Ready, ready, ready for the better future. Yes.
Okay. Not only our yell-yell, I also have ice breaking for this lesson today. You can stand up, please. And then the name of ice breaking is 1 clap, 2 clap, and 3 clap. Oke, Miss Ari akan mencontohkannya. If I say 1 clap, if I say 2 claps, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the last, if I say 3 claps, do you understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, we try now. 1 clap, 2 claps, 3 claps, 2 claps. Okay, give applause for us. You can sit now. Okay, student. Before we start learning, I have question for you. Who know what is our lesson at the previous meeting? What have we learned at the last meeting? You can raise your hand now.
I am Miss.
Okay, please.
We have learned
about narrative text. Okay, good. Give applause to your friends. At the last meeting, at the previous meeting, we have learned about narrative text. We have learned about this, the definition, social function, genre structure, and language feature of narrative text. And now, today, we still learn about one of kind of text. The name of the text is descriptive text, yaitu teks deskriptif. Okay, I'm going to, or I will show you a picture. You can look at the whiteboard. Okay, before I show you a picture, I would like to tell about the goal of lesson today. Jadi tujuan pembelajaran hari ini melalui model pembelajaran problem based learning, peserta didik dapat number 1, menganalisis fungsi sosial dan struktur teks deskriptif lisan dan tulis terkait tempat wisata or tourism place terkenal, pendek, dan sederhana sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. And then number 2, menganalisis unsur kebahasaan teks deskriptif lisan dan tulis terkait tempat wisata or tourism place terkenal, pendek, dan sederhana sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Okay, this is the goals of lesson today for us. And then I have a picture for you. Do you know what the name of this place? Can raise your hand?
I am Miss.
Please.
The picture is Monas.
Okay, good answer. Give applause to your friend. And then, where the location of this tourism place?
I am Miss in Jakarta.
Okay, good answer. Give applause to your friend. I still another picture. Okay, do you know the name of this tourism place?
I am Miss. The place is Raja Ampat.
Okay, good answer. Give applause. And then the last question. Where the location of this tourism place?
I am Miss. Place located in Papua.
Okay, good answer. Give applause to your friend. Jadi, gambar-gambar yang Miss Sari share, gambar-gambar yang Miss Sari show to you merupakan clue tentang materi yang akan kita pelajari hari ini, yaitu we learn about descriptive text about tourism place. Do you know tourism place in Indonesia? Good apa? Good. Tourism place di sini artinya yaitu tempat wisata. Kalau yang kemarin ketika kalian belajar di when you were in junior high school, you have learned about descriptive text about describe person or animal. But in vocational high school, you learn about descriptive text of tourism place. Contohnya seperti tadi, yaitu tempat wisata yang ada di Jakarta. Apa tadi namanya? Monas. Kemudian second is Raja Ampat, yang sekarang terkenal sekali ini tempat wisatanya, letaknya di Papua. Good. And today I will teach you about descriptive text based on definition, social function, genre structure, and language feature. You can look at the whiteboard. Okay, the lesson outline of today, there are 3. Number 1, the definition of descriptive text. The second is the social function, and the last is the genre structure of descriptive text. Next, the definition of descriptive text. Descriptive text is a text which say what a person or a thing is like. Coba dibaca bareng-bareng. 1, 2, 3.
Descriptive text is a text which says what a person or a thing is like.
Okay. Its purpose is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or thing. Read.
Its purpose is to describe and reveal a particular dan menjelaskan tentang orang, tempat, atau benda.
Okay, good answer. Give applause for us. For you. Next, the social function of descriptive text is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or thing. You can read now.
The social function of descriptive text to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or thing.
What is the meaning?
Fungsi sosial teks deskriptif adalah untuk mendeskripsikan dan menjelaskan tentang orang, tempat, atau benda.
Okay, good. Jadi fungsi sosialnya dari teks deskriptif yaitu untuk menjelaskan atau mendeskripsikan tentang orang. Terus place apa place di sini artinya?
Tempat
atau
benda.
Good. Next, the generic structure of descriptive text. Jadi tiap-tiap teks pasti punya generic structure-nya. Sama seperti yang we have learned about narrative text at the previous meeting. Narrative text also have the generic structure. Sama juga di descriptive text. Tiap-tiap teks pasti punya generic structure yang berbeda-beda. Kalau yang kemarin narrative text ada apa? Orientation, kemudian ada complication, selanjutnya ada resolution, and the last is reorientation. Itu untuk narrative text. Untuk materi yang sekarang kita pelajari about descriptive text, the generic structure of descriptive text, there are two. Number one is
Identification,
and then number two is
description.
Okay, kita belajar yang number one dulu. Identification. It contains about the introduction of a person, place, animal, or object will be described. You can read now.
Identification is contains about the introduction of a person, place, animal, or object will be described.
Okay. What is the meaning?
Identification berisi pengenalan tentang orang, tempat, atau benda yang akan dideskripsikan.
Okay, good. And then the second is description. Describing the phenomenon in parts, qualities, or and characteristics. You can write now.
Description, describing the phenomenon in parts, qualities, or and characteristics.
And what is the meaning?
Description mendeskripsikan bagian atau ciri-ciri dari topik yang dibahas.
Okay, good. So the generic structure of descriptive text ada berapa? Two. What are they?
Identification and description.
Jadi identification itu bagian dari pendahuluan atau bagian dari pengenalan terhadap topik yang ingin dideskripsikan. Contohnya, you want to describe about Monas. Jadi Monas is bla 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 itu sudah termasuk bagian dari identification. And then description itu sudah masuk ke kontennya, sudah masuk ke intinya. Jadi pendeskripsian dari suatu topik yang ingin kalian deskripsikan itu masuk ke dalam bagian description. Setelahnya identification. And then next, the language feature of descriptive text. You can read.
The language feature of descriptive text.
Number one, specific participant.
Specific participant
Has a certain object.
has a certain object,
Is not common and unique.
is not common and unique,
Only one.
only one,
For example, coba dibaca. Pandangan beach, and then
My house, Borobudur Temple,
and
Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim. Pandangan beach itu sudah termasuk dari thing, place, or person.
Place.
My house, thing, bisa place juga. Borobudur Temple, place, termasuk tourism, place, termasuk tempat wisata. And then Uncle Jim termasuk thing, place, or person. Person. Apa sih artinya Uncle Jim di sini? Paman Jim kan, berarti kan manusia. Jadi termasuk dari person. And then the second is the use of the adjective. Adjective kemarin, what is the meaning of adjective? Kata apa kemarin? Adjective. Kata sifat. Good. The use of adjective. Coba dibaca.
The use of the adjective.
To clarify the noun. Jadi tujuannya penggunaan apa adjektif tadi? Kata sifat. Kata sifat ini tujuannya untuk menjelaskan dari noun apa kemarin? Kata benda. Jadi untuk memperjelas kata benda. Contohnya, for example, a beautiful beach. Kira-kira yang mana yang termasuk kata sifat? Beautiful. A handsome man. The famous place. Famous. What is the meaning famous? Terkenal. Good. And then number 3, the use of simple present tense. You can read now.
The use of simple present tense.
The sentence pattern used is simple present because it tells the fact of the object described. Jadi menggunakan simple present tense karena menceritakan tentang fakta. Jadi memang kalau seandainya kalian ingin mendeskripsikan suatu hal, entah itu person, place, or thing, itu harus berdasarkan fakta, bukan karena karangan orang lain atau apalagi karangan kalian sendiri. Jadi benar-benar fakta. Because it use fact, karena ini menggunakan fakta, so descriptive text use simple present. Use simple present tense. So it use verb berapa? Verb 1, 2, or 3 kalau present. Verb 1, menggunakan verb 1. Kalau verb 2 itu simple apa kemarin? Simple past tense. Yang kemarin kita sudah belajar tentang naratif, mereka menggunakan verb 2. Tetapi untuk descriptive text karena menggunakan simple present tense, so it use verb 1. Okay, next is action verb. What is the meaning verb?
Kata kerja.
Good. Verb is kata kerja in Indonesia. Verb that show an activity. Read now.
Verbs that show an activity.
Once again.
Verbs that show an activity.
For example, apa aja itu?
Run, sleep, walk,
Run. What is the meaning run?
lari,
Sleep.
tidur,
Walk.
Jalan.
Jalan. And then cut. Memotong. Itu termasuk contoh-contoh kata kerja. Kata kerja itu banyak sekali. Intinya sesuatu yang melakukan tindakan atau mengeluarkan energi atau tenaga itu disebut dengan kata kerja. Kalau kata sifat tadi apa in English?
Adjective.
Kata benda?
noun,
Kata kerja?
verb,
Handsome termasuk?
Kata adjective.
Adjective. Good. Oke, thank you. Jadi itu materi-materi tentang descriptive text. Okay, now you can join to the group that I have made at the previous meeting now. Go on. Yes, Miss-nya mana?
Yes, Miss.
Sudah bergabung di kelompoknya masing-masing?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Now I have a video about tourism place. I have video about one of tourism place in Indonesia. Now you can watch this video.
Hello, my name is Niluga Dewi Nalisha Dewi. My number absent is 19. I'm from class 10 accounting 2. Here I will describe the tourist attraction. Klaichung Beach. Klaichung Beach is one of the tourist attraction that is quite busy lately. It is located in Klaichung, Tegalmuka Village, Lumarik Timur District, Tabanan Regency, Bali. Klaichung Beach is synonymous with very beautiful coral reefs, like the sunset there. And this beach is also equipped with several stalls and toilet. Klaichung Beach is very clean because there are already janitors who clean the beach every day. Klaichung Beach is a tourist attraction that is worth a visit because of its natural beauty that is still awake. Okay, thanks for your attention and bye.
Oke, Miss Ari putar sekali lagi.
Hello, my name is Niluga Dewi Nalisha Dewi. My number absent is 19. I'm from class 10 accounting 2. Here I will describe the tourist attraction. Klaichung Beach. Klaichung Beach is one of the tourist attraction that is quite busy lately. It is located in Klaichung, Tegalmuka Village, Lumarik Timur District, Tabanan Regency, Bali. Klaichung Beach is synonymous with very beautiful coral reefs, like the sunset there. And this beach is also equipped with several stalls and toilet. Klaichung Beach is very clean because there are already janitors who clean the beach every day. Klaichung Beach is a tourist attraction that is worth a visit because of its natural beauty that is still awake. Okay, thanks for your attention and bye.
Okay, this is the example video of tourism place in Indonesia. Do you know what the name of the tourism place based on this video?
Hi, Miss.
Please.
This is one of tourism place in Bali, Miss. The name is Klaichung Beach.
Okay, good answer. Give applause to your friend. Good. Jadi ini termasuk salah satu dari tempat rekreasi atau tempat wisata yang ada di Indonesia. Letaknya ada di Bali. Letaknya ada di Bali, and the name is Klaichung Beach. Ini termasuk salah satu contoh. This is one example of descriptive text. So there are identification and then description. Ada bagian identifikasinya, ada bagian pendahuluannya, and then ada bagian description-nya, ada bagian kontennya. Kemudian dalam hal ini dia memvideokan. Jadi pertama membuat sebuah teks deskriptif dulu, kemudian dia memvideokan. This is the example of descriptive text dalam bentuk video. Okay, now I give you student worksheet, and discuss with your friend, work together with your friend. Please analyze the social function and generic structure of the text yang saya berikan nantinya, and then present your task, present your project to your friend in the class. Any question?
No, Miss.
Any question?
No, Miss.
Okay, good luck. I will share a student worksheet after this. Kelompok 1. Not yet. Oke, silakan kalian discuss to your friend about this student worksheet. Di sini ada contoh teksnya. I give you the example of descriptive text about Musi River, right? And then after you read, after you know what is the meaning of this text, please analyze topic, main idea, and give the best title for the text pada tabel ini, and then analyze the social function of the text and generic structure. Any question?
No,
Okay, good luck for you. baca. Yang makanannya. Begini makannya. Tolong baca. If you any question, you can ask me. Have you finished? Okay, I give you 5 minutes again, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, have you finished?
Yes, please.
Okay, if you have finished, if all group have finished, okay, third group, which one third group? Okay, third group, please come forward and present your task to your friend now.
Yes, please.
Okay, go on. Come here. Yes. Siapa yang penting?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, friend. We are from third group. We will present of our project.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This and to this of river is on one of such maka become address become Yanamas different in Sumatra Island.
Description. For Palembang, this river a beach that extends even of economic activity and also sedative tension afterward. Recreational activities centered on these banks are used, ranging from where to sit to cafes and restaurants. At the edge for the river, there are about cruise in available that reason of view of Musi River divides the Palembang city into two areas, Ilir in the north and Seberang Ulu in the south, Musi River, along with other rivers forming a delta near the town of Sumsang.
The spring water is shortcut in the area Kepahiang, Bengkulu. Musi River is also called Batanghari 9 Major River. The nation of the 9 Major River is the river Musi along with 8 Major River which empties into the Musi. To get around the Musi River, the new must use a motorboat that can be heard under the Ampera Bridge, right in front of the Sultan Mahmud Badarudin to Museum or in front of Kuto Besar.
There are several types of motorboats such as speedboat, cable and small boat. The price ranges between 20,000 until 100,000. Musi River divides Palembang city into two areas, Ilir in the north and Seberang Ulu in the south. Musi River along with other rivers, forming a delta near the town of Bridge. The spring water is south in the area Kepahiang Bengkulu. Musi River is also called Batang Sembilan, which means 9 major rivers. The nation of the 9 major rivers is the river Musi along with its major river which empties into Musi. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, any comment for the third group?
No, miss.
Okay, because of no question, give applause for the friend presentation. Okay, good job. Please come to your chair now. And then this is from the third group, the first performance. And then the second performance, I will call the fourth group. Which one, fourth group?
Yes, miss.
Okay, fourth group, please come forward and present your task to your friend now. Okay, silent please and listen your friend's presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, my friends.
Morning.
We are from fourth group. We will present of our project. Musi River. Musi River is one of Sumatra. Icon it becomes the longest river in Sumatra Island. It has 750 kilometers. Legend and plating in our part, Ampera Bright. The become icon of Palembang is passed of this river.
For Palembang, this river is a beach that extends a haven of economic activity and also the sedative tension afterward. Recreational activities centered on its banks are used, ranging from where to sit to cafe and restaurant. Palembang divided into two areas. Hilir in the north and Seberang Hulu in the south. In the north of the main major river is the river Musi along with a less major river which empties into the Musi. To get around the Musi River, then you must use a motor boat that can be hired under the Ampera Bridge in front of the Sultan Mahmud Badaruddin to Museum or in front of Kutub Besar. The spring water is sourced in the area Kepahyang Bengkulu. Mius River is also Plat Batang Sembilan, which means 9 near rivers. The notion of the 9 near river is the river Miusi along, with 8 near river which empties into Miusi. That from us, thank you from you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, any comment for this group?
No, miss.
Okay, because of no question, give applause for your presentation. Okay, thank you for group. You can come back. Okay, before we close our lesson, because of all group have presented their project and because of time has been over, so I have two questions for you. I have one question for you. Okay, listen please. What have you learned? What have you learned today? Is anyone explain?
Miss,
Okay, please.
today we have learned about the example of tourism place in Indonesia.
Okay, good answer. Give applause to your friend. And then, ada yang lain? Yes?
Today we have learned about descriptive text based on definition, social function, demand structure, and language feature.
Okay, good. Give applause to your friend again. Okay, today we have learned about descriptive text. We have learned about the definition, social function, genre structure, and language feature of descriptive text. Not only of it, we also learned about the examples of tourism place Indonesia. For example, kita tadi tahu tempat-tempat wisata contohnya ada di mana? Monas. Where is the location of Monas? Selain Monas? place? Where is it? Today we learn about descriptive text and the example of descriptive text in tourism place. We get 3 examples. Number 1 Monas, and then Raja Ampat, and the last is Kelecung Bin. And you have learned about how to analyze the social function, jenis structure of the text about Musi River yang barusan saja kalian kerjakan dan kalian presentasikan di depan. Oke, do you have any question?
No, Miss.
Before we close our lesson, I will tell you about the lesson of the next meeting. Pembelajaran apa yang akan kita pelajari minggu depan? We will still learn about the example of text. Kita masih belajar tentang teks. Tetapi kalau hari ini kita belajar tentang how to analyze the social function, how to analyze the general structure, and the next meeting we will learn about how to make or how to write a descriptive text. Jadi kalau hari ini kalian bagaimana menganalisisnya, bagaimana kalian mendapatkan detail information of descriptive text, bagaimana kalian mendapatkan informasi rinci tentang teks deskriptif. Untuk pertemuan selanjutnya, for the next meeting, we will learn about how to make a descriptive text, bagaimana menyusun teks deskriptif. Tadi kan Miss Ari sudah memberikan student worksheet atau LKPD ke kalian yang di bagian poin keempat. Coba dilihat semuanya. Di bagian poin keempat, di situ ada contoh salah satu contoh soalnya. Tapi nanti Miss Ari di pertemuan selanjutnya akan memberikan LKPD yang lain, itu hanya sekedar contoh aja, pemancing buat kalian tentang topik yang akan kita bahas di pertemuan selanjutnya. We will learn about how to make a descriptive text. Jadi from now you can prepare all this material or this of the lesson for the next meeting. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Because time is over. Thank you very much for your attention today. And before of it, like usual, before we close our learning, let's pray together. Few, which one few? Okay, few, can you lead your friends to pray now?
Attention please. After we study, let's pray together. Pray begin.
Okay, thank you, few. Because time is over, thank you very much for your attention today, and I would like to say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.